What if we offered commercial vehicles?
Commercial? As in, like this commercial?
No, like buses, trucks.
Mine-spec utes, 4Bs.
Great idea.
Commercial vehicles for any job. Das ist good.
Welcome to a brand new season of 18-foot skiff racing on the stunning Sydney Harbour. Today marks the opening day of the 2025-2026 season, and it's shaping up to be a spectacular season. We're greeted today with a tricky day, a forecast westerly of anywhere between 10 and 20 knots of breeze. Perfect conditions for some exciting racing. With a host of new sponsors and fresh faces on the water, a new boat or two, we're thrilled to kick off our coverage. This season's broadcast is proudly brought to you once again by the team at Sail Media. So hello, wherever you're watching and joining around the world, whether it's good morning, good afternoon or good evening. I'm Peter Shipway, and alongside our captain, Sail Media's Jimmy Bury, we're joined today by Mr Vycobi, Pat Langley, as we kick off another exciting season of 18-foot skiff racing on the finest harbour in the world. We're aiming to make this season bigger and better with our fantastic and dedicated tech crew, working behind the scenes to bring you stunning images of these flying 18-foot skiffs in action. Throughout the afternoon, we'll introduce you to the new crews and boats joining the fleet this year. Today's opener is a three-buoy handicap race, which always makes for thrilling viewing, especially at the finish, as boats head to different windward marks based on their handicap. We'll guide you through all of this as the action unfolds throughout the afternoon. And now, for the first time this season, we say a very good afternoon to Pat Langley. Pat, nice to see you, and talk us about the conditions. It's going to be tricky, isn't it?
I'm just recovering from that intro. I tell you what, I'm excited about this season.
I knew you would be. That's why I said it.
No, I'm super excited, and super excited to be here today. I love filling in for Dolly when he's away. He's up at the Windsurfer Worlds in Greece at the moment. But yes, look, I'm excited about today. We've got obviously this westerly conditions. That cloud front has just come through in the last 30 minutes, which has seen a shift of the breeze to the left and an increase in pressure overall. So I think the guys and girls out there today are going to definitely have their hands full for the first race of the season, which, as you mentioned, is going to be a three boys handicap race.
Well, the starting boat is set up just to the, southwest of Shark Island, and off Point Piper, between Point Piper and Shark Island, and I think the three windward marks are going to be up off Carraba Point, Kirribilli Way, and as the fleet get underway, we'll tell you which marks they go to, and as I said earlier, hopefully it leads to an exciting finish. The leeward mark is down, well down past Shark Island, so it's going to be a good beat, but the breeze gone a little bit left even since we've come out here, I think, Pat. So, but a typical westerly, puffy, down to 10, 15 knots, and up to maybe 20 plus knots. So I think all skiffs look to be on their second rigs in the park, because when the puffs come through, they're pretty significant.
Yeah, everyone was on their little rigs, or their number two rigs, as you mentioned. And actually in the boat park today, shippers, obviously when we were greeting everyone today, there was a lot of familiar faces and a lot of changes of crews throughout the season. A couple of new faces today in particular as well. But I tell you what, it's kind of like an episode of F1 Drive to Survive. All the off-season happenings in terms of who gets what boat, who gets what crew. It's certainly an active period.
Well, we've got a registered starting list of 17, but three boats are not starting today for various reasons. The 18-footer bar and restaurant team are not out. That's Luca Gambacorti and his crew. The Red Hill Estate, which is a new sponsor, Max Fonzo, they are not out. And Shaw and Partners, they are not out. Now, that is a new boat. Now, this is interesting. Shaw and Partners, new boat to be skippered by Keegan York, who's moved across from Finport. And he's got a new boat, which is not quite ready. I think they're still waiting for some of the older boats to come back from Lake Garda, which he needs some equipment from there. And so Keegan will be in a brand new boat along with Phil Marshall and Tom Anderson, we believe. And we've got SKIFFS today as the sponsor. They're out again. Jacob Marks, Tom Cloughton, Alex Marinelli. SKIFFS are the race day sponsor. So some names that have reappeared after many years. Ash Rooklin comes aboard on Smeg. He's steering Smeg this year. Well-known former skipper, Ash Rooklin, and from a famous yachting family around Sydney. He's going to be joined by Finn Alexander and Finn Rodowitz. Now, Finn last year was crew aboard Rag and Famish, and the Rag and Famish is out, but Harry Price is not. He's going into a 49er Olympic campaign, just finishing the Worlds in Sardinia this weekend. So the Rag and Famish is going to be skippered by Ben Crawford, a young up-and-coming SKIFFS sailor, along with Ryan Ewings and Max Nern. But as I speak here, Pat, this breeze is up and a bit of spiky westerlies come through the racecourse, hasn't it?
Sure has, and actually we've got just up the course, you can see the TP52s are running their regatta here, and they're coming down pretty quickly in that path. In fact, I think I can see a boat with a broken mast just up ahead too, just under the harbour bridge as well. So,
is that a TP or a?
No.
Oh, I see it.
Like
yes.
Some sort of cruising yacht.
Yes,
but,
I've got it just left of screen there. You can see it. Yeah.
Bit of off-season maintenance, maybe.
Yeah, that's
there.
Disappointing. Yeah.
But yeah, so look, I think you're right, shippers. There's going to be some moments out here. I think one thing's for sure. There's going to be some excitement. There's going to be some.
Yes.
There's going to be some action. There'll be some swimming. There'll be some diamonds and rocks for some. So
well, there might be some nerves too. We haven't seen any boats out yet. It was getting pretty close to start time. They're all on the beach still, and but they'll be pretty quick when they come out of Double Bay. That's just to reach to the starting area. So we're still a few minutes away from the start, and lovely to hear the comments coming through already. So early in the season, we've got a lot of regulars back, and it's wonderful to hear and see that you're watching. Nipper Henderson, first off the mark today. Good on you, Nipper, from Burnett Heads in Queensland. Steve D from Sunshine Beach. Olivia Dameron is back with us. Julian Hannibus, Chris Keevers, Dave Robinson's there. Stuart Brown from Launceston. Nice to hear from you, Stuart. David Patterson, thank you for your kind comments. Steve Taylor, all the way from Southend-on-Sea in the United Kingdom. Grant Crawford from Waiheke Island in New Zealand. And Johnny Montgomery's there, our #1 fan from Auckland, New Zealand. David Robinson, Ashley Deacon, Julian Hannibus, I mentioned Julian before. Fleur Heinkens there. Good morning from the Netherlands. So there are a few that are watching and have checked in with us, so thank you very much. It's always very appreciated. And I'd just like to pay mention, we got a lovely email over the last 24 hours addressed to Jimmy Bury, our boss, and I'll just quickly read it to you. It's all the way from Milwaukee in the United States. It's from a team that... Hi, Jimmy. I've been watching 18-footer streams for around 12 years. You guys do a killer job and being an incredible production value to the sport. After years of trying, I finally convinced the crew of the boat I sail on to watch this season and do a fantasy league for a bottle of Mount Gay at the end of the season. My boat is called the Kermit. It's an S2 7.9 that we jokingly call a yacht, since we are usually the smallest of boats on the start line. We're based in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The crew is pretty close-knit, and when we aren't sailing on Kermit, we're probably on holiday up north where we hold the annual Sunfish Regatta. So it's very nice to hear from you, and thank you very much. And I had the skipper's name there, and it's just disappeared off my sheet of paper. I'll get Jimmy to help me. So I think it's Alex Simpson, I think. Alex, I do apologise on everything but your name. So very much appreciated your comments. And hi to the crew of the mighty Kermit. Hope you enjoy watching throughout the year. So we're just getting back into Double Bay, and we see the boats making their way out.
Yeah, they're like we said, everyone's been a bit reluctant. They've been very slow to leave the beach. I think they know what's coming ahead of them, so they're trying to conserve their energy. But yeah, we've certainly got Kitchen Maker Club Marine actually right now. Now, Club Marine is actually with Emma Rankin. That's the old Shaw and Partners hull from last year. Now, she's waiting on the Finport hull to return back from Lake Garda, so she'll get the team. But, you know, with Brando in the middle and Jed Cruikshank, many will remember Jed, who sailed on the Smeg last year. So great team. I think they're going to be a really nice combination. They've certainly they made some massive improvements around that JJ's period last year.
She did well, didn't she? I think she was the top. She finished 10th, I think, overall in the JJ's.
Yep.
It was a great effort.
Yeah. No, and I think Emma's really she's worked this year to be prepared for this season. Last year she had a lot of European sailing and came straight back in time for the season. But this year got a settled crew, settled team. They'll definitely be competitive.
So we've got Yandu is out again with she's the defending JJ champion, which we long way off the JJs, but that's in early March. But here we are in mid-October, ready to get back in it. Tom Needham is steering again. Louis Breaks in the bow. Fang Warren's having a bit of a sabbatical while he's waiting the birth of his first child, so we wish them well. And stepping into Fang's place today is Natasha Bryan, pretty accomplished sailor.
Sail GP superstar Tash Bryan. In fact, I think she just landed back in Sydney this morning. So she said, there's no other better way to
get rid of the jet lag.
Get rid of the jet lag than go and steer an 18 on the harbour in Westerly in October.
Well, it's going to be a good test for her.
Yep, she's more than capable. So, and a pretty good team, and obviously Tom and Louis know how to make the boat go. So yeah, Woody will be watching very carefully to see how they go out there today. But on screen we've got the kitchen maker there, Shippers, and it's a pretty settled team with Lachlan Steele again helming, with Nathan Gulliskin and George Morton on board. So today the kitchen maker's heading off on 7 minutes handicap, so about mid-fleet I would have said. So yeah, it'd be cool to see these guys back in action again, and Darren Kavanagh back again for what is probably one of the longest running sponsorships in recent years. Third longest, I believe, according to Jimmy.
So a few more people have joined us. We've got Keith Statton from Chesapeake Bay over in the States. Elliot Maha's there. Always good to hear from you, Elliot. Pete Firminga, hi back to you. Graham Long, Max Crittenden. So the breeze is still up here. It's grey. We've got Club Marine's had a tumble already. There's Woody there in the red jacket. And everyone will say, is he sailing? Well, no one knows. It's a secret. I've tried to get it out of him, and I thought if anyone could, I might be able to squeeze it out of him, but it's a maybe, possibly, see how we go. At the moment, no. So you can work all that out, and maybe, he said maybe, just maybe, if it's a nice day soon, he'll have a go. He's still walking with a bit of pain, but anyway, it's great to see him out here supporting, as you'd expect, and maybe he'll jump on the tiller in the next coming weeks. So we've got a couple of capsizes. Pat, who's that? Club Marine's got up.
So I think we've got Club Marine back up, and then we've got Smeg, I believe, having a little lie down. But,
so Ash, Rooklyn, Finn, and 2 Finns.
Yes, yep. So look, that'll be I tell you what, if you get points for being the most eager helm for the year, I've got to say Ash Rooklyn is right up there. You know, he was calling me in May, you know, ready to go training, wanted gear. You know, he's super enthusiastic.
Is that a sponsor's plug, is it?
Had to get one in early.
Yeah, exactly,
but,
exactly.
Well, yeah, look, you know, they all come and ask for gear, don't they? But look...
No, good on you. You've been a great supporter. No. But talking about that, Pat, sorry to interrupt, talk us about the Vycobi boys, same crew, Kirk Mitchell, Andrew Stevenson and Daniel Barnett.
Yep. And, you know, probably if you look through the crew list this year, there's not many teams that have remained the same. And so the guys obviously keeping that sort of combination, I think, will be helpful. Yeah, you know, the guys are, you know what they're like. They love it. They love being out here. They've got a really strong following with the Drummoyne Club and everybody there right behind them. And people like to say that they're the people's favourite. I hear that a lot, the crowd favourite. But yeah, look, they'll be always competitive, and probably had a slightly disappointing JJ's last year.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Their standards, and but yeah, I think like all these things, they always learn.
Well, you're a marketing man, Pat. How's this for a name? A new sponsor? Killer Coffee.
How good's that?
How good's that? Do you drink? What happens when you drink it?
Oh, mate, I think you become superhuman. I would have thought. The Killer Coffee Company now, had a look up. They claim to have some of the strongest coffee you'll ever want. And what a great new sponsor for the club, and great to see them out here this year. So
she's the ex-Marine Outlet.
Right.
Killer Coffee. And to be Sam Abel, Max Voss, the crew, and Nick Rosensnor. Apologies if I haven't got that pronunciation right, but I don't know much about... Do we know Sam Abel at all? I don't know much about him. We'll find out in the coming weeks.
Yeah, I think he's done lots of yachting around Sydney, but I think we'll find out more about his 18 pedigree shortly.
And we've got Beck Hancock's back. She's sailing Ballard Properties, which is the ex-Burrowang. It's got Sotheby's on the spinnaker. It's called Ballard Properties Sotheby's. Beck Hancock, Cam Walker and Ed Swain. Now, Simon Nern, who sailed the Burrowang for many years, he's stepped aside and said he's in semi-retirement. He said he'll never say never, but at the moment he's having the year off. And his son Max, who sailed with him last year, has joined the crew of Rag and Famish. So, as you're saying, Pat, there's a lot of changes in the crews. Yeah,
I tell you what, I'm really excited to see how the Rag goes this year. Actually, young Ben Crawford, fantastic 29er sailor, really strong. Been sailing 49ers. There's been a real good push by the class there to push these sailors from the 29ers and 49ers up into the 18s, and to see Ben get on the Rag, which was a fantastic boat from last year with Ryan Ewings and Maxie Nern, obviously now sailing with a bunch of guys closer to his age. I think they're going to be really sharp. So yeah. Yeah,
there's a lot of opportunities this year, that's for sure. I think.
I've just been told, Wes, while we're sort of watching these guys come down, I think the course we're going to now change to some windward lewards this time. So with 3 laps, so rather than... I think that gives the race committee a bit more flexibility to be able to move the marks around the wind shifts, I believe.
Well, they just see the boats running down. It's quite squally here. The rain set in over the harbour, and it looks... it's very hot, no doubt about that. The big high tide this morning. But the breeze is up and down as these westerlies are, and just coming into a squall here. There's a good 15, 18 knots as Club Marine running down back towards the start. So what else can we tell you as we wait for the starting area? The Royal Oak's back with Hugo Stoner. Kitchen maker, Lockie Steele's here. The Killer Coffee, we've mentioned them. Smeg, 6th, Jacob Marks. And I think we're getting an AP flag going up, so there's the postponement. The flag on the stern of the committee boat.
Yeah, not surprised. There's still a fair few boats that are making their way out of Double Bay. And so, yeah, I guess it's first race fever going on today. Everyone's a little bit on edge, and certainly the puffy conditions we're seeing out here would have everybody a little bit more anxious about getting out here.
Well, we've got Brett Van Munster steering Fisher Paykel this year, Tom Quigley and Logan Radford, the crew. So it's good to see Brett back, who's a significant player in the 18-footers with his boat building, and a good character to have out there, and he'll keep them honest.
Yeah, great to see Brett out there, and he's been really busy in the last, the whole team at Brett Van Munster Boats have been very busy, getting a lot of these boats, finished and branded right in time for the season. So really great to see an experienced sailor like Brett back out in the 18s. he's had a magical winter up at the Admiral's Cup, sailing with Sean Langman on the black to back, and by all accounts, that was a pretty amazing campaign.
Yeah, there's the boat there, right on screen with the bridge in the background and a bit of grey sky above them as the rain is still coming down, not heavily, but the breeze again spiky up and down. Still on postponement if you've just joined us for the opening race of this year's 18-foot skiff season. Peter Schippe along with Pat Langley on comms and Jimmy Bury on the helm. And we're just waiting for the fleet to come out. There's been a few already capsized, but it's a tricky day. It's breezy, squally, rainy, and not too many spectator boats on the harbour, that's for sure. There's 6 running down. Jacob Marks, Tom Clout and Alex Marinelli. They had a good year last year at times, and they are today's race sponsor.
Yeah, they'll be a good team, though. Those guys, Jacob Marks, I think this would be Jacob's 3rd year on the helm. He's, for a guy who's only 20, 21 years old, he's a real experienced campaigner now. And, Alex in the middle has always been, the engine in that team to go. Well, actually, Alex is in the middle, and then with Tom Clout as well.
Yep.
So,
good outfit.
Really good outfit. I think I'm expecting good things from those guys. And I think, too, last year they battled a fair bit. That boat had a few gremlins that they had to solve, and as the season went on, they solved it. And I'd expect to see them doing really well this year.
Well, Lazarus Capital Partners is back with Tom Kunich, Mark Chapman and Tim Westwood. Always competitive. The Lazarus Capital had some really good races last year. And where's the rest of that fleet gone, Pat? There's dribs and drabs out here, but there's not a lot of them, is there?
Not a lot of them. Yeah, I can see Lazarus that's just coming down near Clark Island now. Actually, good to see an experienced campaigner back for this season on that boat with Tim Westwood on the bow, Olympic campaigner, long-time 18-foot skiff bowman. He's actually just in his last year of his law degree, he was telling me this morning. So he's committed to finishing that. So
he might come in handy for us at some stage. Stay close.
Stay close. Exactly.
If I give the kumquats too much of a bagging, I might need him.
He'll come to your help.
Come to my aid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, look, we've got Rag and Famish just on screen here, so they're all ready to go, and with Ben Crawford on the helm there. So yeah, like I said, great to see the youth coming through, and also with such a long-term sponsor like the Rag. Just fantastic to see that boat out there, and that Dayglow orange looks pretty sharp with that navy hull colour. So, you never miss the Rag and Famish out in the water there, do you?
No, we've got a few more joining. There's a question to be asked. Here is Dylan driving the drone from the Yankee Express. Well, Yankee Express, I can tell you, the news is that he is. So that's the good news. He's as cheeky as ever, but anyway, we love having him on board, and there's no better drone man than
he's
Dylan.
A good man, DC. He's well known around yachting circles around the world, so good to hear he's got some fans.
Yeah, only one, I'd say. Les James from Cairns, nice to have you, Les. Mick Ralph's there. Scott Archer. Yeah, you're right, Scott. A lot of new sales signage. Looks awesome.
Scotty Archer, yeah, Imagine signage. So Scott's been pretty busy this year, as he always is at this time of year. He really gets through a lot of workload. Typically, sponsorship deals come in a little bit later than we'd always like, so there's always a rush job to get things branded up, and Scott just does it, and he does it quick, and he does it beautifully. So great to see. Great to see all his work out here, Scott.
Yep. So we're still on postponement. If you're just joined us for the first race, it's squally westerly on the harbour, bit of rain, puffy, breeze in and out, and we have not started yet, still on hold here, and a couple of questions coming in from David Patterson. No, Herman Winning is not sailing. Beck Hancock, is she the only female skipper this year? No, Beck and Emma Rankin. Beck Hancock is sailing Ballard Properties Sotheby's, and Emma Rankin is sailing Club Marine. And just for today and maybe for next week, we don't know, Tash Bryant is sailing Yandu. So 3 female skippers out there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see, isn't it? You know, and it
Wonderful,
just
wonderful.
goes to show how much talent is in female sailing in Australia in particular, but also around the world. You look at the Olympic classes and the amount of talent you see there. It's just incredible. So
The Balmain boys going across the proposed start line.
yeah, we haven't really spoken much about the Balmain boys today, but Henry Larkins, Miles Davey and Lockie Pryor. Lockie Pryor's coming on board the team this year, but they're always a super sharp team. You know, the Balmain, I think they're one of the crowd favourites too, I might add.
I think Tom Grimes will join that crew a bit later in the year. Tom's working up in Darwin,
Right.
and he's been an important member, but it's still a very solid outfit today with Miles Davies and Lockie Pryor with Henry Larkins. Here's TP52 coming down to really good score. If you're watching Yandu, she won everything last year, and there's Tash steering. And it is breezy again. We're close to 20 knots here, probably a little bit more in the gusts.
And a little bit of rain in this squall too, so...
Got your Vycobi gear on, Pat.
That's it.
You might need it.
Nothing but the best. What a great way to start the season, eh? So I wonder how much longer the race community will keep the AP up for, because...
I think most of the boats are here, aren't they? In various shapes. They're all over the place, but I think they'd come together pretty quickly if we get a starting signals. But at the moment, we are on delay, and there is Yandu with Tom Needham and Louis Brake and Tash Bryant steering. That's looking down the harbour towards Manly. So we're in the starting area. It's going to be windward leeward, we believe.
Yep, 3 times upwind, downwind. I'd imagine the top mark will probably move a little bit more left than where I guess the original course was expected to be set, which is going to be near Carrabba. So, I think given that cloud front, it's given the race community the option to shift that top mark around a little bit to keep the course as square as possible.
Yeah.
Gotcha for life on screen there. So great to see that team back out here with Cade Morgan, Graham Fairburn and Isaac Morney. Look, the Gotcha for Life charity, a great one. In fact, the Bathurst 1000 is on right now, and they're raising, I think they've got a mission to raise $250,000 for Gus Wardland's Gotcha for Life this weekend. So don't tune away from the 18-footers, but if you've got the V8s in the background, certainly go and support the Gotcha for Life charity, one of the best mental health fitness charities in our country.
They do a marvellous job, don't they? Just terrific. He's done a great job, Gus, and if you can, please support. But now, boy, it's windy again here now, Pat. We're up to 20 knots.
We sure are.
And those boys are having a little bit of difficulty. That's the wharf at Shark Island, looking back towards Rose Bay. The beautiful Point Piper, there's the committee boat. And we've still got the AP flag up. I guess they're trying to get the weather mark down. Weather mark's down. That's the city. Quite grey and gloomy. Boy, it was hot this morning with a clear sky, and that westerly was making things very hot. Still warm, but the breeze is pretty solid.
Yeah, it's probably not really showing on the screen, on the camera, as much breeze as we're seeing.
No.
It certainly looks puffy. We've just got Yandu just in the water there. They've had a swim. Someone hanging onto the bowsprit. And we might be going in for another one.
No place for the faint-hearted out here at the moment. It's a good test for the first race of the season.
It sure is.
I think they were hoping for a nice, gentle east-nor'easter of 10 knots, but they got far from that with a westerly breeze at anything between 12, 15, 18, 20, probably in the big puffs. So our friends in Gotcha for Life are in a bit of trouble. They're getting on towards a lee shore on Shark Island. There's hopefully a rescue boat at hand, I hope and think. See them in a moment. There they are. There's Shark Island. Haven't got much runway left, and the breeze is pushing them onto that shore.
Yeah, that's a bit suboptimal spot to capsize. But yeah, I think it's certainly going to be a matter for some of these crews today of just getting around the course, I think.
Yeah, it won't be easy, especially if you're newcomers.
No, exactly.
So
exactly.
some of the old heads, I mean, I've seen the Vycobi out. Have we seen her out, Pat?
I have not yet, no.
No.
So not sure what...
So they would, there'd be a good one crew that would relish these conditions, I think.
They certainly do.
Well tested.
Yeah.
There's another capsize. Oh, here's the Gotcha for Life boys, working hard to get the boat up.
And the Killer Coffee Company just having one just in front of the race committee too.
Yeah, that was the Killer boys, yep.
So they might need a couple of coffees in a minute.
There's the infamous John O'Witty at the helm of the catamaran. And his more famous dog is Jono. Watch where you're going, Jono.
Be careful, Jono. That dog might blow away.
Oh, this is a good one now. You can see the white caps now on your screen. There's the capsized boat. It's Killer Coffee, is it? That one we said? Is that her?
Is, yeah.
I can see. I can't read upside down. Pat, yeah.
We're seeing there's another capsize behind it. It looks like it could be Balmain Lake as well. They're just pulling up now.
This is the freshest we've seen. Still on postponement here. There's boats running everywhere to try and give assistance to some of these upturned boats, because our friends here are going to be on top of this committee boat in a minute. And I believe the Gotcha for Life could be close to the shore, are they? Just looking behind us,
they're on the reef.
On the reef at the northern end of Shark Island.
There is a rescue boat going in to provide some assistance.
We'll come round and we'll see them. There's the Cardinal Mark, and there's a rescue boat, and there's the boys. Yeah, not good at the moment there for them. Just there's a reef there. You can see the waves breaking over that reef. It's between that northern end of the island and the lighthouse, for those that know Shark Island. And this breeze is just up and down. I keep saying it, but that's what's happening. The Killer Coffee have got away from the committee boat. They're drifting down behind her.
Well, we're seeing a bit of action.
Yeah, we are. We haven't even started yet.
Haven't even got the AP down yet. So let's hope we see a little bit more action. But yeah, I haven't seen the Vycobi boat out. I think I can see Beck Hancock's boat just up near Double Bay making their way out. So certainly I think the conditions might be getting the better of a few teams at the moment.
Yeah, we've already had a number of capsizes. There's grey old day on the harbour after a beautiful day yesterday when the start of the Sydney to Auckland yacht race took place, run by the Royal Prince Alfred Yacht Club. A glorious east-nor'easter that went into the nor'east, and lucky the ex-Rambler 88 was first away, and she leads today at just after noon. She almost covered 400 miles at an average speed of about 15 knots. So she's well on her way to Line Honour's victory, and she was followed by Antipodes and Frantic. And they were making good time in a sort of 12 to 16 knot nor'wester, and she was lucky, was about 400 miles off the coast of east coast of Australia, bound for North Cape, New Zealand, due to be in Auckland sometime on Tuesday. So, but at the moment we're back on the harbour. There's Balmain. They should be enjoying these conditions, I think. A tried and tested crew.
Yeah, definitely. Well, at the moment I'm just sort of seeing we've got Balmain upright, we've got Six upright, we've got Yandu upright, Fisher and Paykel upright. Starting to get a few boats that are starting to get their act together and be ready for sailing again. But
so we still haven't seen a starting signals arrive.
Big puff here, shippers. Like we're looking at well over 20 in this puff.
Cullen Davies from Sorrento, Victoria. At this stage, no.
Oh, there goes Balmain.
Cullen, there's
Balmain
no.
Just that puff that I was just talking about. Caused some grief for the boys, and they're just they should be able to navigate around Shark Island there, I'd say. But
just getting back to Cullen Davies, no Victorian team at this stage. Probably close to the Giltners after Christmas. We should be able to welcome the boys back from Victoria. Also, Dylan's got 2 fans now. He's got Mick Ralph. Geez, you blokes are struggling for friends. But so,
no, now actually on screen here, Shippers, we've got the
right.
the ferry that we're running this year. It's a spectacular Lady Northcott, which many would know as one of the old Manly ferries from probably, maybe you might know a little bit better than me, Shippers.
Well, she was the ferry in 1984 for the 18-footers. And she's back and nicely painted up. She's called the, help me, Warrior, something, Tribal Warrior.
Tribal Warrior.
Tribal Warrior. That's the name of the organisation. But she is the famous Lady Northcote, and they've got a good patronage on board there, Pat.
Yeah, well, look, I tell you what, you know, it's one of Sydney's best kept secrets, I think. You know, going out and watching the 18-footers on a Sunday afternoon is actually one of the most fun things you can do. Great entertainment. You've got food, drink, everything you need on board. You've got a great platform to watch the racing, and I think the 18-footers are doing a great job this year of promoting it more. But certainly, my recommendation is get out here and enjoy the action on the harbour. There's always 18-foot skiffs going around, but there's always a lot of other stuff going on, and some of your mates in powerboats as well.
Yep, they're always here. They'll never let you down.
They'll never let you down for something to talk about. But yeah, look, great to see the Lady Northcott being used this year, and yeah, so that's good to see.
Yeah, we're just getting signals from ashore that Vycobia is still on the beach, so I don't know what the issue is there, but no doubt we'll find out a bit later. But if they get the race underway, we say that they will miss the start. But the breeze now has dropped again a little. Still quite choppy on the harbour. There's a lot of power boats running back and forward, probably more assistance boats. But you see the breeze on the flags of the ferry. But it's interesting you're talking about the ferry, Pat. There's a lot of people that get on the boat ferry just to do something on a Sunday afternoon. They're not really sailing orientated people. They just like a day out, and they become involved in the scene and think it's terrific. I often speak to them. Last year especially, they just come down and jump on the ferry and go out for a nice day on the harbour.
Yeah, no, it really is. And look, I think too, with the likes of events like Sail GP, there's an increased awareness of the sport amongst the general Sydney population, and obviously the Sydney Hobart needs no introduction to the Sydney population as well. But I think the product of the 18-footers is fantastic. It's got highly skilled crew. There's action. For me, I think it's great value entertainment. So we've only got 2 boats upright here, Shippers. We've got Lazarus and Fisher and Pykle, but every other boat that is on the race course is presently having a swim. So welcome to the 18s.
Well, welcome indeed. Now, here's one for us. I don't know, this might be a first. We've got Mike D17, greetings from 36,000 feet, courtesy of Qatar Starlink.
Hey.
How good's that?
Fantastic.
Well, Mike, thank you very much. Nice to hear from you. Hope everything's good up in the air. I don't know where you're going to or where you're coming from, but good on you. From Arthur Bulger, greetings from Newport, Rhode Island. Must say hello to Lenny Burke, old 18-foot skiff sailor, now resident in Florida. The man they called Have a Chat. It is now the president of the Gary Glitter Fan Club. Did you know that? I tell you how old he is. Gary Glitter Fan Club. Lenny Burke, the president. Oh, well, there's Yandu. Not in good shape. They're just waiting, aren't they? Just having a spell, or what are they?
I think they could be just conserving the energy, potentially.
Well, you can see the white caps in the background. Lazarus going up on port tack off Point Piper. We've still got AP up. We've still got boats all over the place.
And then good news, just off our port side, the Gotcha for Life has been able to get itself off the reef. They've been towed off.
Yeah.
So
well, we've got another one going that way at the moment. This is the killer coffee there in irons going backwards, approaching Shark Island.
Yeah.
We've got Balmain upside down off the wharf at Shark Island. We've got another one down
right
at the wharf down there.
Is that sixth? So
Today's sponsor, you can see how fresh it is now. Lazarus going upwind there, ragged out on the mainsail. Oh, they're the only boat I can see afloat at the moment, are they? Not capsized. Oh no, Yandu just getting up off camera. I don't know whether we're going to get them away here. I just wonder what's going to happen. There's not going to be many starters.
No. That breeze, as you said, like there are a few lulls every now and then, but you get some pretty solid puffs, just like this one that's coming down now. That's well in the 20s. So, and Yandu just straight away has gone back and capsized again. So. Probably getting some pretty tired sailors out here now. They're probably hoping to do a bit more sailing than swimming.
Right, so got some intel on Mike D17. He's just had breakfast, but I believe his brother's dobbed him in. He's on flight from Doha to Brisbane. So that's all I can tell you. But anyway,
do we know what class he's flying?
I don't, but it'll soon come through, I'm sure. But nice to know we're in the air with you.
Yeah, very good. Well, in the air.
It's incredible that what they can do now with that Starlink and things. I was recently on a plane watching live rugby, and it was terrific. The quality with picture was fantastic. Oh, there goes Lazarus on the jibe.
Landed it. Well, at the moment, I'd say Lazarus is getting the prize for the boat that's staying upright the most. Whether there's a prize for that. And,
Yandu's capsized right on the starting line off camera in a really good squall.
Yeah,
squall of the day, that's 20 plus.
Yeah. So I'm not sure, we haven't had any comments from the race committee at this stage as to what their intentions are, but we'll certainly let you know as soon as we hear anything.
Yeah, we're on delay if you've just joined us for the opening race, and it's a bit of carnage on Sydney Harbour. Oh, there's a bit more coming now. There's plenty of wind out of the west, and we haven't got a start yet. We're well over scheduled start time. But this harbour is clear. There's very few boats on it now. Virtually no yachts, few cruising power boats.
Yeah.
Boats upside down everywhere.
Well, this is something that, I guess we're at the beginning of the season where everyone's still getting their boats together and getting themselves all organised to be greeted to a fresh 20-plus knot westerly. Probably not the most ideal way to start the year, is it?
Boy, it's booted in again here. But when you see, I think it just tells you how difficult it is. I mean, for some of the newcomers, sure, it's difficult. But when you see a good crew like Balmain that are really struggling, it just shows you how hard it is out here at the moment. And the waves are up, plenty of white caps. The breeze is 20 knots plus. So we watch Lazarus just going upwind in plenty of pressure.
I'm just looking around.
Here we go, overhead here, Pat. Sorry to interrupt you.
It's like an 18-foot skiff graveyard at the moment, isn't it?
Six being towed off that lee shore at Shark Island. I don't know if they're going to get a race away, really. What's happening? The rig's...
Is the forestay broken or something?
No, the forestay's there. The main's come out of the mast.
Out of the track.
Pulled out of the track by the look of it. Well, their day is certainly over. I think Balmain's in there somewhere. Lazarus, the only boat that sort of looks like that they could possibly start.
It's interesting too, Shippers. Funnily enough, right where this start line is situated is one of the more gusty.
Yes, funnels, yeah.
Still spot.
Yeah.
Looking up the course, there are some lighter spots, but right here at this spot just here off Point Piper is pretty fresh. So
it's between Point Piper and Shark Island. It just whistles down through here.
Yeah.
It's not a friendly spot. Well, there's the carnage on 6th.
So it looks like the main's come out of the track, or they've managed to release it perhaps. I'm not quite sure.
Well, we're still on the AP, but the longer it goes, I think the less boats we're going to have. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, we've got Yandu just trying to get it back up there. They want to get out of there pretty quick, otherwise they're going to be in the same situation as a lot of these other teams.
We're trying to get some comms from the committee boat, but we haven't received anything official yet. So we're standing by Gotcha for Life at the moment until a rescue boat can arrive. That's the committee boat. You can see plenty vigorous action on the flags. Oh, there's the overhead. That's us in the camera cat, the blue camera cat. And that's Gotcha for Life just about to go over again. There's a rescue boat. She's inside the Cardinal. There's the Cardinal mark there at Shark Island. And
they're getting the tow line ready.
Where did Balmain end up in all of that? She's gone past Shark Island.
Yep.
There's Rag and Famish I can see upright down past the wharf at Shark Island. So she's been capsized for a little while. So we've got 6th under tow, which is good news, but next one to get out of trouble will be Gotcha for Life. And it's still breezy. Lazarus still upwind, sailing along, but no action from the committee. So we can't bring you much news other than there's a bit of carnage, or a lot of carnage, here on the harbour for the opening day of the 18-foot skiff season. We're hopeful of getting a race away, but at the moment there's not many boats to compete in it. A few boats I don't think have come off the beach.
Yeah, at this stage I'm only really seeing Lazarus and Yandu that are consistently upright, and Fisher and Pike as well. So, yeah.
Well, the Rag's upright in Rose Bay, but doesn't look too happy. Gotcha for this is Club Marine up on the side. A rescue boat alongside them. It's Emma Rankin and Brandon Bank and Jed Cruikshank. They're having a tough afternoon, as are many.
And you can just see the drone footage there, just looking back up.
Yeah, it's an ugly harbour, that's for sure. There's 6. Their mainsail's become detached from the mast. Lazarus coming back downwind. He's been the most comfortable boat out here, but no prizes for that at the moment.
Just behind us, the Gotcha for Life guys just starting to get pretty close to that reef. They've got to make this.
Well, they've got a rescue boat close by.
Yeah, they're just trying to see if they can land this.
Yeah, I think Rag and Famish has capsized again in Rose Bay.
They can sheet this on and just get out of there. They might get themselves out of it.
Yeah, they've got not much runway left now. They've got to get going now, or else. Oh, geez, this is not looking good. They've got to get those sails on and get going, but they're going to run out of water pretty quickly. Oh.
Tacking, capsize.
No, they've got to get a tow line on them. You've got to get the tow line on them now.
Yep.
Very quickly. Certainly don't want to go upside down.
That's good footage there, that drone footage. You can see probably the wing's probably hitting the sand at that point.
Now the rescue boat's close by. Oh boy, well, it's hang around and wait, but there's not too many boats to wait for. So we're hearing that 10 minutes to get to the starting area and we'll be underway. Now we can't promise how many boats we're going to have because we've already seen, I think, a couple go home, 6th out of action. You'd have to say that Gotcha for Life probably won't get rolling. Lazarus is up. Yandu's over again. There's a boat going upwind there.
Killer Coffee.
Killer Coffee. Okay, she's still going. Well, is she going home or is she going upwind?
Yeah, Yandu looks like they might be heading back to Double Bay as well. So I think the other thing here is just the fatigue factor. You know, if you've had 6 or 7 swims, you're starting to you're going to need some more Killer Coffee, basically.
Certainly heaps of it. Well, there's this very colourful Lady Northcote. Oh, we see it. Okay, AP down. Okay, well, we've got sign of movement on the committee boat. We might be underway, but there mightn't be many boats. I can promise you there'll be a maximum of 3 or 4. Probably more likely 1 or 2. So it's going to be a lonely pilgrimage perhaps for the Lazarus and not many others. Breeze now 18 knots, gusting 20 plus. A very grey, gloomy harbour for the opening day's racing. If you've just joined us,
I think I'm not sure if the camera can get over to it, but they've managed to get rid of the main from the mast of 6th, and now they're pulling it into the support boat. So that will make life a little bit easier for them. But yeah, they're just retrieving the main. A crew member for the boat stayed with the main, and then they've picked them all up. So a bit of a hard effort to get that main so full of water back into the boat.
Look at this gust now. That's a good 25 knots here for sure. 25 plus here. Yeah, wow. It keeps coming and it keeps coming.
Yeah, that's a strong puff, shippers.
Yeah. Ralph Munro, answer to your question is no, there are no Noakes boats sailing this season, certainly at this stage.
Well, the race committee are pretty determined to get this away.
Yeah, well, the flags are up. So you can see the flags on the committee boat. They've been tossed around. So, oh dear, we've got Gotcha for Life still close to Shark Island. So she's not going to start. 6's not going to start. Killer Coffee just capsized upwind. Yandu is capsized down there. Rag and Famish is upright down off in Rose Bay.
There's Fisher and Pykle down there, capsized in the blue hull.
Fisher Pykle. Oh, that's Fisher Pykle here. Where did Yandu go? Just so they went home, did they? They went home, okay. Now, where did Lazarus end up in all of that? Oh, Lazarus capsized as well. There he is. You'll see him in a moment. That's the only boat that looked as though he might get across the starting line, but he still could. He's got plenty of time. We've got
3 minutes 30 to the start at the moment, shippers. So I would say at this point, Lazarus is probably the only boat that's really looking
going to be anywhere near the start line, I think, Pat.
Yep. The Rag and Famish is upright over, the Rose Bay side of Point Piper.
There he is. There's the Rag. It just seemed top left of screen. He's in a bit of a lee there. He's got to bounce out of that. Is that Smeg down there that's just come up? Or
it's Club Marine.
Oh, Club Marine. Okay, he's a long way off. Okay, there's Lazarus coming back now towards the starting line. We've got 2:50 to go. It won't be an exciting start because the starting line will be pretty lonely place to be.
Another very strong
look at this squall
there.
here. This is 25 plus here. This is really the biggest gust we've seen. Might even be more than 25. Gee, yeah, this is a fresh one. Lazarus now struggling. I don't know whether any boat's going to get around the track if this breeze stays in. It is tough going here on the harbour. Really tough.
I can see the Lazarus just sailing along on the starboard tack towards Point Piper. So wonder if they're just trying to stay in a slightly lighter part of the bay while they're killing time before they start.
Yeah, you can see this puff rolling down towards the Spectator ferry. The overhead shot really doesn't do it justice. It is really windy on the harbour. Really windy. White caps are plenty. With 1:50 to go, Lazarus looks as though he's half a chance to start close to time. Rag and Famish still upright, but a long way back. He could do a Le Mans start. If he put the foot down now, he might just get a perfectly timed start.
I can see Lazarus just bearing away now, getting themselves sort of down to leeward of the start line so that they'll be in a position to
Okay, there he is on screen. 1:20 to go of the opening day. Are we going to have any finishes? That's the question. We've got minimal starters. Just remember, a lot of boats haven't got out here. A lot have gone home. A lot are still capsized. And Lazarus, those boys. Tom Kunich Mark Chapin and Tim Westwood. I've got a minute to go to start. They're screaming down towards Shark Island. They've got to get a tack in and then come back across the start line. And the weather mark is up sort of Garden Island way, Kirribilli way. We can't really see it yet. All we can see is white caps looking upwind. There's Lazarus doing a dial up. There's the rag. Lazarus trying to get through. No, they're in trouble. They're gone. No, but yeah, work hard. Yeah, they have saved it. Good work. Oh, the rag is okay. He could be okay. Lazarus, 25 seconds to go. Still a bit wobbly, the Lazarus, but anyway, they've controlled that. They looked as though they were gone for all money. So at this stage, we've probably going to have two starters.
The rag is going to potentially
the rag,
pull off the best Vanderbilt start of the year.
Here they go. We're away on the first race. That's all I can tell you with two boats. But there's boats. Okay, there's the starting sound signal. Lazarus and Rag and Famish, the only two boats afloat at starting time, and Club Marine a little bit further back. They might be the third boat that comes into play, but Lazarus is away at the committee boat. You could say that's a good start, but they've got some bumpy water ahead of them and a lot of wind ahead of them. They're away.
They're away. Well, that Lazarus have been the boat that's been the most upright out of anybody in this fleet, so certainly feeling comfortable enough in these conditions.
Yeah, plenty open on the sails, open jib, open mainsail. There'll be a lot of return in that mainsail as they get further upwind. But the Rag's going to cross the starting line. Well done to the Rag boys.
And Shippers as well, just behind them. It looks like Club Marine.
Yeah, she might do it too, the Club Marine. Well done to Emma Rankin, Brandon and Jed. Oh, we're away. You can see the white caps now powering down the harbour. Next thing, we've got to find that weather mark. Pat?
Three lap course today.
Wow, that's going to be a tiring effort.
Sure will be.
Yeah, they look reasonably comfortable. Tom just having a look around. The Rag's the only other boat. He looks comfortable too. Coming upwind, off camera. So it's a big empty harbour.
I can confirm behind us that the the Club Marine has also started. So we've got three boats on the racetrack.
Okay, we're on the Rag. Just a little bit wobbly there. That's Point Piper background. And there's plenty of wind for everyone out here now. 22, 23 plus knots, maybe 25 in the squalls. And look, doing a good job, the Rag at the moment. Throw a bit of jib at it.
Yep, no, they're keeping the boat upright. They're sitting up in a nice little left-hander there. They're moving along quite nicely there, Shippers.
Yeah, this breeze is, there's no holes in it now. There's just plenty plus. Plenty and plenty. It's even probably the freshest we've seen it, Pat, I think. Yeah. There's a lot of consistency to this breeze now. A lot of depth to it. And plenty of weight in that breeze. There's the Rag bouncing up, it's upwind.
Yep,
plenty of waves.
That's a very solid.
Oh, off camera, Lazarus capsized, going into Bradley's Head. There they are. There's Bradley's Head Lighthouse, and there's Lazarus over. And off camera, there's the Rag. Just picked her.
Not surprised.
No, this is very fresh. Yep.
High 20s.
Oh, it's fresher now. This is 30 knots here. Oh, this is really fresh. The tops are coming off the waves here. Look at this white water everywhere. No, this is fresh to frightening here. This is 30 knots plus.
Yeah, that's...
the tops are coming right off the water now. This breeze is just building. There's Lazarus. Even if they get up, they're going to have a lot of wind to contend with. It's really difficult now. I think this race, I don't think anyone's going to get round in this, Pat.
No, I think it's going to come to an end pretty quickly.
Game over here. That's Lazarus. That's eastern side of Bradley's Head there behind them. And the wind is just powering down the harbour. These gusts will be 30 plus. That was a really solid gust that took Lazarus out.
Yeah, there's more coming too. It's like you said, it's really filled in now. It's breeze, blowing the tops off their waves.
The thing is safety now to get all these boats home. It's going to be very hard to get them upright. Still on Lazarus there.
We're just looking at some wind readings here right now.
What's Fort Denison got? That's the key.
Yeah, Sydney Harbour, we're seeing gusts into high 30s.
Yeah.
And average 27. So
yeah, that'll be right.
we're seeing a very big spike.
Well, that's the rag. I think there's nothing really to see out here except a lot of wind, a lot of waves, and no action from the 18s. I think this race will be abandoned by default, really. I don't think anyone could possibly get around in this.
No.
Boy, it's freshened in, hasn't it? Just slowly got fresher as the day went on.
Well, it really is pumping now. So, you know, and I think the fatigue factor as well, like even if the breeze managed to moderate a little bit from here, I think I do think that just the fatigue factor is really starting to kick in. We'll let you know if we hear anything from the race committee. We're still waiting to hear any more comms there, but certainly as soon as we hear anything, we'll let you know. I think as Peter just mentioned, I think just natural attrition is probably going to make the reality be that this race won't go ahead.
Well, that's the dismal, disappointing scene of the opening day's racing. A day of capsizing because of the wind just got fresher and fresher and fresher. And I looked at the forecast earlier. I don't think it was any forecast was this fresh, expecting it this fresh, were they?
No. I think this afternoon rain cells really impacted on the wind. I think the forecasters have had a bit of trouble getting it right lately. It's that time of year where it's just so unsettled. We're just quickly collecting a drone at the moment.
There's the rag trying to get up, which she does. And then it's trying to stay up is the key.
Well, you've got to give points to the three teams that managed to
cross the line.
Yeah. You know, it was a very, very good effort. Obviously, Lazarus was looking the strongest, and then young Ben Crawford on the rag and his team, and then Emma Rankin on the Club Marine. So
the rag just over again on camera. That's Nielsen Park. We're looking Steel Point. We're looking back towards, and Watson's Bay at left of screen. It's powerful cameras we've got. Pick everything up. So I'm looking off camera towards Bradley's Head. Is Lazarus? Can we see Lazarus?
Yep, Lazarus is upright and sailing. They look to be heading to our direction.
This
going upwind.
Yeah, got them. There they are.
Okay, because I can see the top mark has been laid just off Mossman Bay, kind of in a direct line to Clark Island and Bradley's Head, a little bit west of that. So it is a shorter course.
Well, it's interesting to see what Lazarus does, because after speaking that breeze right up, it's died a little bit. It's probably only 20 knots now from the 30 we saw. See what Lazarus does, Tom and the boys. They're still slugging it out, whether they're headed for home or headed for the weather mark, though. They look as though they're reaching there to me at the moment. I think they might have called it a day, perhaps. Anyway, we'll see. That's the rag and Famish capsized behind them. What are they? I think we've got some water police vessels around to help with any rescues that are required. These boys look pretty relaxed. What do you? I think they may be going home, are they?
They would appear to be going in that direction. I guess they could be all minimising their tax.
They look pretty well eased there.
They do.
Reaching, I think. They're headed right for the bar, I think, at the moment. Oh, just got a good squall there through some waves. Oh, it's real spiky again. They're getting out behind Clark Island. No, Tom's looking upwind. Maybe he's going to have a go at it. No, the sheet are back on there. He just got low for a little bit. Oh, there's a good one there in.
Strong puff.
It's got to pick a spot to tack. Is coming into a lighter spot. Spray aplenty. There's red police lights on. Red lights on police launches out here. It's war of attrition. I think he's still going to go here, Tom. I think he's still racing. He's got to get the tack done, that's all. There they go. Good work. So I've got to find... Where's the weather mark, Pat? You had it, I can't see it.
So
Would he be on a ley line there? Or
definitely be... He'd be on the ley line. Yep.
Oh, I see. He's way over. Okay, well, might have done the smart thing, minimise the tacks. Just one tacking up. So he's the only boat racing at the moment.
I can see Club Marine
just getting up.
Yep, so Club Marine's up, but I'm not sure what their intention is at this point in time.
It's going to get fresher as Lazarus gets out behind. That's Clark Island. You see a bit of a lee there, but you see that plenty of rag in that mainsail.
That's a big puff.
It's going to get bigger as he gets out.
And of course, too, Peter, you know, this side of the course, the city creates a lot of disturbance in that breeze when it starts getting this far left. And so you can really see them battling to keep it up.
Yeah,
upright.
He's well eased on everything, but he's just got to find that weather mark.
Yeah, they're well overlaid.
Yeah,
so.
whether he can see it, that's the thing. We can see it, but from the comfort of the camera cat and the whether Tom and the boys can see it, because at the moment they're well overcooked it. But it's easy to say. It's hard to get the boat away, perhaps.
Yeah.
There's nothing on the harbour to worry him. He's got a clear runway.
Okay, so we've got Lazarus, obviously today, the mark that he is going to the middle
boy of the three. He's just going past one of the naval boys on the harbour, and it has got lighter. Although there's still plenty of white caps, it's down probably just under 20 knots now. So after we thought the thing might have been cancelled, abandoned because there's no boats, Lazarus is still staggering on in another good squall. These squalls are coming thick and fast.
So should be going for the white boy, I think, Peters, which is just... so actually they would have a visual of that pretty nicely from where they're sitting. So they're actually just slightly overlaid. So they've actually picked it pretty well, in fact.
Yeah. Oh, he's in another good puff here.
Oh.
He's got
left-hander.
Yeah, he's got plenty of gear eased. Oh. Now it's going to get tricky for them. Real tricky. Oh, hang on to it, boys. You've got to come out of this. Well eased. Jib right off now. And it's
They're doing a great job here.
Terrific. A really great performance. You're right, Pat. Just trying to get the boat away now to this mark. And it looks a little bit softer, which may help them. But these puffs are so quickly arriving.
So it's a port rounding around this white mark. So at this stage, they've got to get their bow down. Keep to leeward of the white mark, then attack, and then bear away.
Easy. It's easy. Absolutely easy from the camera cat. They've just gone through a really good puff. Okay, they've got a visual on it now. They're well overcooked here. It's certainly not a criticism. It's just the way they've sailed so well up here. They've really eased away now.
I dare say they've got a little light patch relative to some of the puffs we've had. Will we see the shoot? They kind of got it, really.
I think so.
Oh. Okay.
So they're coming up to their mark. They're on a middle mark. That's the mark they're going to. So he'll overlay for shore for safety. And he wants one tack. There they go. And it's down pressure just a little bit. There's another one coming to them when they bear away. They're going to really cop this one. It's plenty. It's a 20-plus puff. There they go. Sprayer plenty. Jib off.
More pressure behind
off. Oh, nearly doing a wheel stand.
Here comes the
Oh,
big,
this is hard. This is hard. They're gone.
yeah, that was.
That was really the hard one. It hit them at the
You can
wrong
just,
moment or the right moment, whichever way you look at it. The wrong moment for them, though. That was a really good puff.
you could see the
Yeah.
water just being blown off the top just as
Yeah.
it hit them. So that was a good 30+ puff.
So now can he drift away from the mark, get the boat up and continue? He's still got a lot of sailing to do if he wants to finish this race. This is the weather mark the first time. So
And it's 3:30 in the afternoon.
he's a sixth of the way through the race. And he's not quite to the mark, but there's the mark he's looking at.
Well, if you're sitting at home watching this, I hope you've got something to drink and eat. This seems to be going on for a while, so sit back and relax, and we'll see. Yeah, it'd be good if we get a replay of this, Chits. That was a good little puff, and the guys are doing a good job grounding there.
Yeah, so now they've got the boat up. I don't know, did Club Marine get going again, or I thought they've capsized again and the rag has capsized again, so no boats are upright. Only 3 started, which was our friends here in Lazarus, Rag and Famish and Club Marine. The rest were disabled or went home or capsized, but there's the Lazarus boys trying to get upright. They'd be pretty tired.
I wonder if the race committee are thinking of them, they might have the ability of shortening the course at the bottom mark gate if they were able to just get one lap in and get...
Lazarus is hoping they're shorting at the weather mark the first time. He hasn't quite got there yet.
No, it's a shame they didn't actually just get around that mark.
Yeah, but he's now drifted downwind of the mark, so he's got to get up and get upwind slightly. But it's hard work. You can just see how hard it is to get these boats up. The breeze will get under that mainsail and probably flip them right over again. So there's Mark and Tim and Tom.
Yeah, it looks like Tim's just in there, just neatening up the spinnaker.
Yeah.
Getting it all in order. Just taking their time to see if they can get this done right at once.
We're not under pressure from any other boats. They can take their time.
Well, also picking your timing, like I can see another pretty fresh line of breeze coming down, so...
Got a wintry old sky looking to the west. It's although it's quite warm still. We've got a water temperature of 21.6 degrees. So here they come up and probably... Oh, yeah, okay, that's okay. All aboard. No, 2 are aboard.
The helm is actually swum under the boat to get...
Okay, that's good. That's good. There's a huge gust coming. That's the good news for them. They'd be pretty tight. So they've got to get up. They've got one more tack to get around this mark, which is now about 100 metres away to their port side. So they'll come upwind a little bit, and as soon as they can get a tack in, I think they'll lay through it. Just got to get sorted out here. Oh, they're still a little wobbly.
Water irons here.
Yeah, they're in trouble again. Tom's still got to get through. They're in irons and a good squall. Yes. Okay.
We're just trying to...
They're just through now. Okay. They should lay this mark. Now the question will be, what happens? Still fresh, only about 23, 24 knots. When I say only, from what we've had. Now, what are they doing? They're just going to reach in here to the mark. They're about 80 metres away from it. They'll lay through. Just take it pretty easy. It's quite grey, it's windy. White caps are plenty. See the white caps racing down towards Bradley's head. They'll just take it very easy. Bit of a light spot. Okay, approaching the mark. You'll see it in a moment. And they're around the mark now. Well done, boys. That's a great effort. And it's quite a reasonably down pressure spot.
Oh, I can see a pretty good gust coming again.
Yeah, anyway.
Here they go.
Fortune favours the brave. He's got to put the bow up into a squall. What are they going to do? They're just working it out themselves, I think. They've got men in, having a look around. Shoot or no shoot. No other boats upright. So it's a lonely victory, this, if they can get the job done. All they got to do is stay afloat.
Well, they're getting deep enough at the moment.
Been a terrific effort. Really terrific effort. I can't impress enough how good this has been in these really tough conditions. It's been murderous conditions for these boats, and these boys have done a fantastic job. No spinnaker at the moment. It's a relatively short run. They've got to go through some powerboat wash, which we'll see mainly in a moment. No, the powerboat.
There's a strong puff coming on here.
Yeah, powerboat's done a good job. He's stopped and pulled behind them. Well done.
Okay, they're just coming into some good pressure now, Peter.
No, there's the powerboat. Thank you, Mr. Powerboat. That's what should be done. Well done. Okay, Lazarus still running downwind. No spinnaker. First of 3 downwind legs. Only boat afloat. Tom Cunich with his crew of Mark Chapon and Tim Westwood. Got to get down this run and then 2 more beats and 2 more runs. There's a lot to play for these boys. Still windy. Can't remember the last time I saw a race like this. There was only 1 boat afloat. It's been a long while.
A while, yeah, absolutely. It's been a pretty tough afternoon, hasn't it? But
certainly for first up for the season. Boats being towed home everywhere. And Lazarus keeps on keeping on. Still windy. Oh, they're in a good squall here.
Making their way down to bottom mark.
Looked as comfortable as you can be in these conditions at the moment. It's just up you go with a bit of pressure down at the right time. There's more. The bad news is there's much more breeze coming towards them. They've really got something on here. They've got to get behind a rescue boat there.
We've got to get a jibe in here too, Peter.
Oh, they're running pretty deep here, very deep. You see the jib coming back on the windward side, and there's more breeze coming. This is going to be the exciting part for them.
This is
or
really
the dangerous
tough.
part. Yeah, this is tough, super tough. Does he extend Parsons? Granny, I don't know what he's going to do here. Granny means you're not jibe, you tack, but what's he going to do? He's still going downwind reasonably comfortably in these conditions.
He's probably trying to find a lull to do a granny potentially, Peter. Get below the mark.
Yeah, he's got to get well below it to get a granny and up. Oh, he's going to do the granny. I think that's what his plan is. It's easier said than done, let me tell you, in this breeze. It's up again here, 20 plus, 25, I'd say, maybe more. This is what Cameracat takes. This is really going to be tough. He's probably got to go right into Point Piper to try and get a little bit of a lee to get the tack in. Just see how windy it is. There's more to come too. Spiked up again. Just trying to look for a soft spot.
He's got a few boats in the way too. He's not making life easy for him.
He's got these higher speed boats that wouldn't have a clue what's going on. Okay, you can just see he's coming up to Point Piper. There's a soft spot. There he goes. And now he's going to go through these. Okay, he got the tack done. Well done. He's got to come out into this really fresh wind again. It's up again here, Pat. Look at this breeze coming.
It's really fresh. We're just going to try.
Oh, he's gone. Has he? He's gone.
He's gone.
Yeah. Just put his nose out in this really fresh squall that came round the western end of Point Piper. Look at that harbour now. You can just give you some idea of how windy it is. So what's he going to do now? He'll keep going, I wonder.
I think they're having a quick breather, to be honest.
Well, they'll be absolutely exhausted. They've still got 2 laps to go if he's going to continue.
They've got a good determined look about them, I'll give them that.
Yep.
They're determined to do this. They've just got the boat up right, and they're going to keep this one up. I think they are. It's well done.
Yeah, put a few comments saying these boys need 3 schooners of the way they've sailed out there. 3 rums would be better. This is incredible from Murray, mate. Enjoying it. Tom and the boys' true grit. 1 lap gives them the win. No, I don't think so at this stage. Fit and determined.
Well, they've managed to get that boat up and get going again, so now their task is to bear away to the bottom mark.
Well, I would think, Pat, one of the things that would be sensible to do is, if they could go upwind the next time, is to shorten it at the top mark. Really, I mean, if they can get up there. So it doesn't look as though the start boat have bought into that. But anyway, I'm just a comment. I mean, it's certainly up to the starter to do what he wants to do, but just thought with 1 boat afloat in such conditions that if they can make it upwind for the second time, maybe an option to shorten at the top mark. But anyway, Lazarus keeps on keeping on.
Yeah, absolutely. They're
very determined. It's a gutsy performance.
It looks to be a mark boat on the mark. Would that be right, or am I not looking at the right thing here? No.
Well, they're heading. They're in a soft spot, as you can see. I don't know. Are they?
I wonder whether this they're going to shorten here or not with this mark boat. Is the mark dragging?
Well, normally, he's done it. Spun her up, Tom. I don't.
Yeah, because the mark's moved. The guys didn't want to go and sail into the low water mark.
So we're just trying to get some. The Lazarus are over again. Boy, oh boy, this is tough. As the mark's gone missing. So
I think we're going to go and check the start boat and see if we can get
identification on what's happened. The Lazarus are upside down again. They've completed 1 lap of 3, and the leeward mark is no longer there. And we're trying to get some signals from the committee boat that have gone way downwind. I don't know where they're off to.
Yeah, unfortunately for Lazarus too, they've had to capsize in a pretty unfortunate position.
Yeah, they're getting closer to Shark Island. You can just see how windy again it is. White caps are plenty. Just trying to get some identification from the committee boat of exactly what has happened.
Okay, we've got some.
It's abandoned. Yeah, it's abandoned. So we just got signals from the committee boat. N over A is a signal that means all races are abandoned for the day. So no race, as we suspected at some stage, but bad luck for Lazarus. Boy, oh boy, did they put up a performance and a half.
They deserve more than 3 years.
They do. They deserve more than
we just
more than an abandoned race. They were terrific. Well done.
They get the award for the day, these guys, don't they?
Yeah.
They really toughed it out.
Anyway, they've done it with a smile. I'd say they'd be somewhat relieved, but it would have been nice if they... Anyway, could have got on a win, but anyway, the race is over. So I think they were worried that all the rescue boats were tied up with rescue operations. We're just standing by now. Lazarus, Tom, Mark and Tim will certainly full marks to them at the start of the season. First race, abandoned.
Yeah, that's at least I reckon that they'll deserve some sort of award tonight back at the 18-footer club. They've done a good job, these boys.
Yeah, it just has not been easy. So we're standing by. So that's the news we can bring you. That race abandoned.
Yeah.
So I think there's not much more we can say as we're standing by Lazarus, who put up a stellar performance to get around in one lap in conditions that were quite brutal at times. I think the breeze just got fresher and fresher as the day went on. And you just see Lazarus trying to get up here. And they've done a
nice job.
Very good job of getting up. And still one to come aboard. So a disappointing start today for, I'm sure, all our viewers. I'm sure for all the crews, and I'm sure for all the spectators out in the harbour. But Mother Nature, as always, played the dominant part. So, they're over again. Oh, dear, oh, dear. They're going to be tired now. So I think we will say good afternoon. We're terribly sorry that the news is not better, that we couldn't get a race in. Well, we tried to get it away, and they did one lap, the Lazarus boys. So full marks to Lazarus, and we're glad. We'll hope everyone is safe, and we look forward to next week's racing. So to Pat Langley, thank you very much. Thoroughly enjoyed, as always, your comments and to have you with us. To Jimmy and the Sale Media team, as always, exemplary work. Terrific Piers and Sam and what's the other bloke's name? Dylan. That's him, Dylan.
Oh, a lot of fans in DC.
No, well done. Oh, the breeze gets up again. So I think from a windy and a very vacant Sydney Harbour, it's grey, it's wet, it's windy. We'll say a very good afternoon for the first time this year, and let's hope for better luck next weekend. So. And good luck to Dolly Devola over in Greece in the windsurfer world. So we wish you well over there and look forward to your return in the coming weeks. So on behalf of everyone, the Sale Media team, Peter Shipway saying very good afternoon from a wet and very windy Sydney Harbour.